We've got Melora Hardin from The Office. I mean, you know her as Jan from The Office. Of course, Monk. Hannah Montana movie. 17 Again. Am I forgetting anything that people might know you from?
Well, you're forgetting my movie that I just directed.
And that's coming out when?
It's actually out right now online. People can get it from iTunes and Amazon, and also from our website, which is youthefilm.com.
And something that I actually didn't know when I was doing research for this, that you played Baby in a TV version of Dirty Dancing.
I did.
To kind of, you know, we'll get to the lighthearted stuff in a second, but did you know Patrick Swayze?
I did, actually. Yeah, you know, I actually knew Patrick because he was my first jazz teacher. I was a very serious ballerina for many, many years, and if you'd asked me as a kid what I was going to do when I grew up, I would have told you I'd be a ballerina. But Patrick came to our dance studio where we were all very serious little ballerinas and taught us jazz, and he was such a lovely guy. I mean, even then he rode up on his, motorcycle, and was all the girls swooned. Everybody was just like, oh my God, he was so sexy and sweet, and just what a great, great person. And then I saw him at the Academy Awards many years later. I was dancing on the Academy Awards and doing this sort of, up and coming whatever actor thing. Segment, and he was there, and he totally remembered me, and he was just like threw his arms around me, Melora, he was just one of those really, really good people. And
what happened that you didn't go into ballet, that you actually went into acting?
Well, I've been acting since I was 6 professionally, and dancing since I was 5, and so they were both kind of my loves, my passions, but I sort of felt like acting was my hobby and dancing was my serious thing. And I went to Joffrey on scholarship when I was 13, and I think realized I loved it, and I think I just sort of, through a course of some events, realized that I didn't want to give up acting. I didn't want to give up singing. I'm also a singer and a songwriter, and I wanted, to really be a great ballerina, you have to eat, drink, and sleep it. There's just nothing else you can do, and I had so many other interests and passions that I wanted to explore.
Yeah, is there anything you don't do?
Yeah, there are. Like
skydiving?
I can barely add and subtract, so
Well, that's horrible, because the next question is actually 2x plus 8 equals 16.
God,
what is the answer to that?
No, I will fail miserably if you start asking me those questions.
So, of course, The Office is now on TV32, 6 nights a week, 7 and 7:30 syndication, so that's great. Do you watch yourself on TV? I mean, is that something hard to do?
Every single day.
Every single moment you can.
Every moment I can, I just sit there and seat myself up.
And pick at it.
I just think I'm so fabulous in every way. No, I really don't.
Do you ever watch the episodes? I mean, is it...
Yeah, I do. I mean, sometimes I will, I mean, some of the really, really good ones that I really enjoyed doing for my character that were just so much fun for me, I'll pop them in and I'll be like, oh, that was fun.
Like, for example...
Like the dinner party.
The dinner party.
Yeah, or the cocktail episode, or, Boys and Girls was great, and, I don't know, the vacation one, coming back from vacation was hilarious. I mean, there's so many funny ones that we've done, but, there's highlights. I watch them once, and that's kind of
it. And that's it. You move on
I
from
don't really watch them anymore.
You see yourself in the mirror. You don't need to see yourself on TV all the time.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the dinner party, because that's, brilliant.
Oh,
absolute brilliant episode.
It is.
So I want to talk to you a couple of things from it, okay? If you had to make Serenity by Melora, what would it smell like?
Oh my gosh. Oh God. I mean, probably that, when you have your first baby and the way that their skin smells, and
afterbirth?
Kiss them and...
Oh, the skin. Oh, okay.
It's just the way babies just smell. They just smell so yummy. I guess
that would be Serenity.
I mean, I guess, for me.
And for everybody who doesn't know,
not
the
Jan
candles...
necessarily. Well, maybe it would be for Jan. I mean, there's where Jan and I cross.
All right, if... what would your husband have to do for you to make him sleep on a little bench like you did to Michael?
Nothing.
There's nothing he could do for you to make him sleep on that bench.
No.
A night out partying with the guys.
I mean, first of all, we don't have a bench like that in our house, so I know Jan's a little nuttier than I am. I can't imagine.
That's awesome. When I saw that, that's brilliant.
It is.
I mean, that was great.
Such a silly moment. Wonderful. And I don't know if you noticed, we never referred to it, but there's actually a video camera in the corner of the room in that episode.
Actually, you guys did refer to it.
It's just sitting there.
Oh, besides the one on the tripod?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because we actually had some conversations whether we were or weren't going to refer to it. We thought maybe we'll just let it sit there and we won't say anything. We'll just let it.
Is a lot of it improv?
Well, I mean, it is. I like what Brian Baumgartner, he always says it's 90% scripted and 90% improvised. And I like that answer, because
There's the math again.
And that works well for me and my mathematic brain. No, but he's really, you know, we have a great group of writers, and they're amazing, and they write amazing episodes, and then we get to play, you know. So we all are good at sort of just taking it and running with it, and we always get the scene the way that it's written, and then we kind of do other options.
And who's the funniest one on The Office?
Nobody's funny. No, nobody's funny at all. We're the most boring, dull group of people you've ever met in your life, and I mean that. I'm not kidding. No, I don't know. I mean, you know, everybody has their days and their good moments. I mean, Rain's ridiculous and funny, and, you know, Steve's funny, and sometimes, you know, everybody's funny. I mean, everyone has something funny that they do. Sometimes they just do nothing, and that's funny. You know? So,
and I can see that with a cast like that.
Yeah. It's a great
cast.
group. It is.
So, final question about the dinner party for all the guys watching. Which is more attractive? Would it be the neon beer sign or the hand chairs? Did you even see the hand chairs?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Of course I did. I would say probably they'd like the neon beer sign, probably.
How about the ladies?
They probably like the hand chairs.
That's going to have to be cut. We're going to have to take that out.
You asked the question, I just answered it.
That's great. So The Office, now on TV32, 6 nights a week,
Yeah.
7 to 7:30. You've got an album coming out, too.
I do.
When is that already out, or when is that
It's
coming
not quite finished yet. We're about to be mastering it, and so we're probably going to release it in February, just because December, you know, well, December is kind of a good time, but January nobody buys anything, so January everyone returns everything from Christmas that they didn't like. So yeah, February is a good time. Probably around Valentine's Day we'll try to do a release then.
And what kind of music is it going to be?
It's all stuff that, well, it's not all stuff. It's actually, I'm also a writer, and I have 2 records that people can get on my website, which is melora.com. So I am putting some of my original stuff on there, and I just did Les Mis at the Hollywood Bowl last year. I also did Chicago on Broadway, so there's going to be, you know, something from Chicago, something from Les Mis. There's going to be some jazz, some pop. It's just going to be a whole amalgamation of different kinds of things. I think that it's really an exciting record because we did it live. I mean, we walked in the studio, all the musicians and myself, and we sang through every song together. Wow. So we really didn't, we maybe did like 2 fixes on 17 songs that we've recorded. So it was a pretty cool way to record a record, and I think it's going to be a really great record.
Very cool. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank
and the movie.
You. And the movie. Everyone go
movie.
to youthefilm.com. Please, youthefilm.com. I need to say that a million times because it's the only way anyone knows about it is through word of mouth, because we don't have the big budgets, you know, to let everybody. So it's very kind of you to let me mention it, and I hope that people that are my fans will go and check it out and buy a copy and tell a friend.
And out of everything, if you had to, with all the talents that you have and everything that you're doing, the singing, the acting, dancing, if there's one thing in this world that you could do, what would it be? And you have to concentrate on that one thing.
You know, I mean, I think I was put on this earth to just find more and more opportunities to be creative. I think that's kind of what I'm here to do, and so I will always be searching those out. And I think that, you know, directing was incredible. Directing this movie in 18 days, you know, with my family. You know, my husband wrote it, and our kids are in it, and my parents are in it, and it was just a kind of like guerrilla filmmaking, and I really enjoyed that. We made it with our own money, and so it was sort of a whole different kind of experience. Being on Broadway was incredible, singing and dancing and acting 8 shows a week every night, you know, for 4 months or 3 months, which is what I did. It was just amazing. So, and you know, working in film and television is great too. So I can't really pick, you know, I can't really say
just
like,
do everything.
I just want to.
As long as it doesn't have math, you're fine. You're fine with it.
I'm okay. Yeah, don't ask me to add, subtract, like right now. You know, if you give me give me a calculator
and some paper in 2.5 hours.
That's right. I'm good.
And you're good.
I'm good.
Melora, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.